Collectible Cold Blood do. Those give you blood echoes and you crush them. I have yet to use a single Molotov so far. And items. This is far from a blind playthrough, though. So as you know, but Azure doesn't. I'm going around talking to all the NPCs and stuff.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy in there. Don't know what they're laughing so hard at. There's a top hat. Just a discarded top hat on the ground. Yeah, why do I have to wait to get to the Cathedral War before I can wear a top hat? Baby carriage. Smash the crows. Oil urns. Oil urns can be used in conjunction with any of the fire weapons in this game. They reduce fire resistance for a short period of time, or until consumed by the fire weapons. Hurrah! Blood vials, torch.
They are exceptionally great when paired with the torches.
Yep. They also go really well with Molotovs and fire paper, which is something that applies fire to any of the weapons that you're holding, if they do not already have an effect like that on them. There are some weapons that have natural arcane scaling that prevent you from applying weapons. Like, they have an innate arcane damage, rather.
Like the Tonitrus and the Boomhammer.
Tonitrus, Boomhammer, and the Blades of Mercy are another example. Ah! Ah! Evil, evil dogs! I must kill the other one before the third one shows up for the party. No, no. Bad dog. Brr. Alright. So we have two of our bigger enemies to deal with up here. First things first, though, there is an item. This city loves its statues, if you haven't been able to tell. And they're all, like, covered. Like, all their eyes are covered. And holding candles skyward. Alright, yeah, these guys. Werewolves. Arcane characters actually almost two-shot them with Molotovs. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I really don't like fighting these guys, so I will use my Molotovs on them. There we go. They do a ton of damage. Alright, so let's go get the first set of armor in this game. Like, this city is just... If it was in, like, that, on fire and monsters everywhere, this would be a really beautiful place to visit. Oh yeah, and minus all the coffins in the streets. Clonk. Alrighty. Visceral attacks are the greatest thing ever, though. Just make dealing with some enemies a lot easier than it would be if you were to take them on in head-on combat. For example, this asshole. I do not like these guys. I do wonder where they get those spears from, because there's clearly nowhere for them to have picked them up normally. But
Maybe there's some guy that commissions them all before the night of the hunt.
some guy, like, these guys are like the other variants. These guys are carrying around freaking 2-man saws, of all things, saws. Down with you, you wretched beast. Alright, so there are rats down in this canal, but that's not what I'm going to be worrying about right now. Ratties. Thick cold blood. The rats aren't exactly hard to deal with, and they sometimes drop throwing knives. But what this guy's guarding is the entire reason why I've come down here. Because he gives me our first set of actual armor. Click that real quick. Whoops. There we go. Now we look badass. Something else I really like about this game is that any bloodstains that might happen upon your character actually cover your character based on what piece of clothing they're wearing. So the clothing is, in fact, a separate layer from your character. Rats with proptosis. There you go, throwing knives. They're really useful for skill-based characters, because that's what they scale with. But, this character is high strength. Skill is, this game's equivalent of dexterity, though. Oh, wow, I didn't know you guys could survive that. It usually one-shots most things. Alright, I forgot, killing all these guys yields nothing but echoes and, throwing knives. There we go. Onwards and upwards. So, I'm contemplating going and getting the, yeah, I'll go do that. So there's an item I'm going to have to go get before I can level up. Because this game's mean like that. Otherwise, the only way to do it is to encounter the first boss and kill the first boss before it kills you. Or die to the first boss and then farm up. So what I'm going to do, actually, is go collect that item after I open up a shortcut. Also, that is a big stagecoach. That's huge. Huge, I say. Wow, that guy went far. Keep the torch equipped. Some chappies in here to murder. Ow, 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 ow. Something being said, but I can't quite decipher what it is. Oh yeah, nobody likes wheelchairs in this game. Oh, man. This guy looked quite dapper. Rest in pieces. There's a little note. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward as old Yarnum burned to the ground on that moonlit night. Lovely. And we have a shortcut. At least part of a shortcut. No, I will not go away. Bloodstone shards, you use those for upgrading your weapons. Gate. Lots of angry creatures in this town. Alright. So the other way I was gonna go, which is back up on that bridge, is directly across from this. Cold Blood Dew. Now, I could completely skip this boss, this chronologically first boss. Which is hilarious, because the first boss in this game is actually completely optional. Kill the doggies in their cage. Don't want them getting out. There's already two that are out, and for whatever reason, the other one over there does not respawn. Alright. And we also get to meet one of our first savable NPCs, as well as a friendly NPC that'll help us occasionally.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
No.
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. Yeah. Fat little good you outsiders do. Go on. Admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
She's a very sour lady. Alright, so we've got a guy to kill before we go over that way. Eh. While this one wasn't shoving lore down your throat, the lore is still a lot more obvious than that in, say, like, Dark Souls. And it's actually not that hard to piece together what's going on in these ones. Well, in this particular game. But there are items to collect. But,
You almost ran off the edge.
yeah, I almost did right off the edge there. Come on. There we go. Ah, thank God that's there. This one's not hard to understand, it's just... How do I describe it?
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a
Delicious
mess
voice.
you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left.